everyone, it's Jen and welcome to Appetizer Week. I love appetizers. They're one of those I could eat all appetizers and no meal. I'm such a snacker. My daughter took after me too. She's a snacker as well. It is kind of ridiculous sometimes. We're in the pantry, in and out all day long. But when I think of appetizers, I always think about going to my Grandma Lucan or my Aunt Sue's house every Sunday with my dad in South Dakota, and they would prepare the most delicious meal. Of course, when you walked in the door, they had a huge table full of appetizers. Most of it was pretty traditional, your meat, cheese, and crackers with chips and salsa or nacho cheese dip, and then of course those little wieners, you know, those little hot dogs with barbecue sauce and shrimp cocktail. And this is another great recipe that I'm going to share with you guys today that you could use with your family, or if you're impressing a boss, this is one of those presentation appetizers that they're going to love and taste just as good as they look. So let's head over. There's only one cooking part, and we're going to head over to the stove and check that out. And I'm calling this appetizer a cranberry cheese caramelized onion bite. So let's head over. We're at the stove top making some caramelized onions. Super simple as long as you follow these easy steps. I have thinly sliced 3 sweet onions, and I have my glasses on. They're not onion goggles like Paula Deen, but they work, kind of. Not really. And I have a pan here that's been preheated, and I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of butter into that. And then with that, I'm just going to add all of our onions. I know it looks like a lot, but promise you it's really going to condense down. So we're just going to add all of these. Oh, love the smell of onions. And then to this, we're just going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. That's it. And we're just going to allow for this to sit for about 10 minutes on a high heat. So I'm going to crank my heat up a little bit. And I'm just going to stir this until the onions become a little bit translucent. Our onions have been on the stove top for about 10 minutes. As you can see, they've really condensed down, become a lot more translucent. From here, we're just going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Onions have a natural sugar in them, so you really don't have to add a whole lot. This is just going to go ahead and get the caramelization process started. So we're just going to leave this at about a medium-high heat for about 35 minutes. But once the 25-minute mark comes, you're really going to see them start changing color, get more of a walnut color, and that's where all the magic happens. So I'm just going to sit here and stir these onions and just kind of keep an eye on them. Our caramelized onions are finished. It was so easy. They are so delicious and so sweet from all those natural flavors. Now on to the star ingredient, the Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese. I have the 3rd less fat in 8-ounce container that I'm just going to take out, and I'm going to put it in a bowl. And you really don't have to bring this to room temperature because we're just going to mix around some cranberries that I've actually cut up earlier, and I have the dried cranberries. You could definitely use fresh if it's in season, but I love the dried. It's something I snack on all the time. They have a great nice tartness to it that's really going to complement our caramelized onions over there. So I'm just going to stir this all around and get it incorporated. Oh, yum. Looks great. There's some nice red specks in there. We're ready to assemble. It was that easy. I'm going to take 1 cracker, whatever cracker you prefer. I kind of like the texture of a multigrain. And I'm going to take a generous portion and just spread it on top of the cracker. Yum. Then I'm going to take our caramelized onions and put a heaping on here. They're sticky. That's how sweet they are. Yum. And then we're just going to take some more dried cranberries and just put it on top. Or in your mouth. And that's it. I'm going to rock out the rest of these. I'm going to fill this plate and we're going to try them together. Our cranberry cheese and caramelized onion bite is finally finished. It was so easy. Presentation is amazing. I know you're going to impress with your guests, and you're also going to impress on the taste too. So let's give it a taste together. Mmm. Mmm. Yum. Mmm. I'm telling you, you guys have to make this. The creaminess of the Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese definitely is the first thing that comes out, and after that is the tartness from the cranberries, the dried up cranberries, or you can use fresh, and then the caramelized onions just melt in your mouth afterwards. You're gonna love this. Your friends and your guests and your family and anybody who you make this for is gonna love it as well. And you've seen how easy it was. So I'm gonna continue to enjoy my appetizers because I'm not gonna have a main dish today. And I hope you are too. And I'll see you again next time.